So you're interviewing and the hiring manager asks you the dreaded question, why do you have some gaps in your work history? Perhaps you took some time away from work, maybe you were actually laid off, or maybe you had to quit your job. Well, today I'm going to share with you how to probably answer that tricky question as well as an example answer. So guys, stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Brian back at you with another video where my goal is to help you guys find a rewarding career and to help you create a life you're proud of. And if you want more job search tips and tricks as well as career growth strategies from my leadership experience behind company lines, then hit that subscribe button. So let's get into it. So how exactly do you explain gaps in your employment? Well, first of all, it's important that you actually take the blame off you and rely on external factors that are way beyond your control and not related to your work performance. If it is related to your work performance, you're gonna have to own up to it. And in your response, do not badmouth your boss, colleagues, or team members. I mean, if you're the one to blame for being fired, you're gonna have to own up to it and explain immediately how you've changed so that that situation would never happen again. Number two, answer with your value proposition, your desire for your career path, and what you plan on bringing to this company. Your value proposition or your brand is absolutely key and it needs to be succinct and powerful. And if you don't know what your value proposition is, what makes you unique, then you'll definitely want to sign up for my career prep session with yours truly. Yes, we go through your cover letter, your resume, and also gauge your interview skills, but we also dive deeper to discover what your unique value proposition is. That is absolutely key to the success of your application, so you do not want to miss this. Definitely click on the link below to book your spot today. The third thing, guys, tell the truth. I don't encourage you at all to lie. Perhaps, you had to raise a baby, maybe you had to undergo restructuring, maybe you had to care for someone that was actually sick, and it's all understandable reasons, but tell it with confidence. Don't shy away from it and show that it was the right decision. Essentially, you want to show confidence, you want to double down on it, but also show how it's going to actually make you a better person, a better worker, or a better employee. And number four, when you're ending your response, remind them of your value proposition and what you want to deliver to this role and get out of the job. Sell them on your eagerness to actually learn and deliver value. Remember, you are your own PR person, and if you've ever seen a really good PR person, they always stay on message and they tell the message over and over again so that essentially it becomes the soundbite. So you want your value proposition to be the soundbite. Remember, the fact that they called you in for the interview really means that they actually like what they saw on your resume. They've seen your qualifications. They know you're fit for the job technically. They just really want to understand why you have a gap in your employment. So taking these 4 points, here's an example answer using a made-up scenario, but it gives you an idea on how to frame your answer. So guys, adjust this as you see fit and also depending on where you are in the interview process. So I see that you have about an 8-month gap in your work history. Can you explain why that is? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. I mean, my career is founded in international sales in the health products and food space, which is exactly what this role is calling for. And it's pretty much been my calling since day one. I progressed throughout my career, starting as an intern to a manager and now to a director. So I've got tons of experience with regards to international sales. But in addition to my years of experience in sales and knowledge of this particular segment or industry, but I also have my unique experience having worked both in Japan and Malaysia. I'm also fluent in both Japanese and Malaysian, and I've actually helped companies expand internationally and set up a strong foothold in those markets. Now, with regards to your question, with regards to the gap, I was actually let go by my recent company. It was a really unfortunate situation, but looking back, it was also a blessing in disguise. At the time, my father wasn't really doing that well, and I was actually distracted being as a caregiver as well as balancing work, and obviously the balancing thing wasn't being done properly. And looking back, the time off work really allowed me to forge that bond with my father again and spend those precious moments to reconnect and get to know him all over again before his passing. What I learned from this incident is that I'm someone that just goes all in one task at a time. I mean, multitasking 2 high urgency items simultaneously pretty much overstretches me, and since at that time I've realized the importance of having to prioritize and focus on one thing at a time, and this is pretty much what I do now, and at the end of it all I'm actually more productive as a result. Like I said, it was a very unfortunate situation, but also an exceptional one. It isn't the norm. I have no intentions of repeating that and look forward to putting in the time and hard work into my career and to bringing my international sales experience to the company and help you guys grow. So that's the general framework. You get an idea. Now I really want you to fine tune it and tighten it up. You know, maybe it's a little bit more wordy than you'd like, so make it your own, make it sound like you. Looking for more interview example answers? Check out this video here where I answer the question, what are your weaknesses? You can find that video here and plenty more. Now, if you have a topic that you want me to tackle in a future video, just let me know in the comment section down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.